All right.
We're finally back to Bludcast, man.
Yeah, no kidding. Quarantine edition.
I mean, not just that, just other shit. I mean, if you look at when our last episode was, it was a long time ago. So it was just us fucking around, not getting to it, and then waiting for whatever happened to YouTube.
Pretty much, YouTube is a big mess right now.
So yeah, but people watching this video, welcome to our podcast. It's finally back. I think this is like not even that much of an far into our episode count yet, but we're back.
Yep.
Pretty cool. We have a lot of sad stuff to talk about, mostly.
Well, we got like a topic, so it's not all too bad.
But I'll let you pick first. Which one do you want to talk about to start the beginning of this episode?
Well, let's start off with the quarantine, just because
it's the most recent thing, kind of.
Yeah, it's still going. Well, not in Texas. Texas is not under quarantine no more.
But we could easily go back under it because of all the. Basically, we're one of the test states, in my opinion. So, but I hope we're all fine. Most people are not doing much anyway.
No, like in our city, Corpus, dude, we got like more cases.
We got more cases, but also it's like none of the. There's like even the businesses that are open. Only a certain amount of people can be in them.
Yeah,
and like you have to wear a mask at some stores.
And my job too, like I was telling these people right now, I work in the grocery store, so you have to wear masks. They kind of make you wear a mask, and
I mean, the grocery stores don't make the customers wear masks, but the employees do.
Yeah, the employees do. Like the only thing you ask for the employees like is 6 feet away, but people don't follow
because people come and touch you and shit. I've seen it.
Yeah, no shit. Especially on my job, like
Walmart, dude. And I've seen some like people that go up and like people they don't even know. They'll bump into them. They'll touch them. They'll shake their hand, and I'm like,
yeah, I see that too. I was like, whatever, I guess.
Like if I know you, I will shake your hand. I'll give you a hug or whatever the fuck. But if I don't know you, why the fuck are you coming near me?
Yeah, exactly. It's so stupid. But let's talk about the most stupidest thing during the whole quarantine.
You see what?
Let's talk about the most stupidest thing in the whole quarantine.
Yeah.
Toilet paper.
Well, yeah, that, and it's still going.
Yes. Honestly,
like everything else is kind of going slowly back to normal, but that is still like sold out at almost every Walmart still.
Walmart is sold out, but my grocery store, like I'm not going to say.
Yeah, I mean, if you're smart enough, you do research, you'll figure out where he works. But we're not
but like at my store, we get like toilet paper from Mexico, and that's been lasting us.
Yeah, that's what Walmart usually has.
And I see people complaining about that, but
it'll get better eventually. But one of the better things is that like the ramen is now back. So like I bought ramen today because I don't give a fuck.
And we got news today, like they had to close the ramen factory because 7 people tested positive.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't give a fuck. I'll buy the ramen. I don't care.
The only thing I found funny about that is like we might get like stock up more. And it's like we ran out of ramen, but now we got so much more now because no one's going to buy them.
Yeah, I bought them. There's a bunch at Walmart. I was like, yes, and the ones in the cups, and I was like, fuck yes. People are not buying all of them.
It's getting to the point when, like, the most rarest ramen. I can't believe I'm saying this. The most rarest ramen you could find was a chicken noodle.
Yeah, it's like fuck. Every time I went, I was like, what is even going on? Why isn't there no like pasta? There's still no pasta really. But no ramen, like no pasta for a while, and then it's finally slowly coming back. Like the ramen's there, but now all the soups are gone, like the chicken noodle soup, stuff like that at Walmart.
The pizza,
and then all their frozen pizza was gone. Now they're slowly getting like the stuff back, but like most of the big like the main brands you would get for home cooking are gone.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is happening now. Like we had to limit the stock of meats now because
meat has been going on for a while. Surprising, like it's I forgot what it's called, but it's like this rubbing alcohol or whatever is like being sold for like a fast pace.
Rubbing. Oh my god, rubbing alcohol. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a dumb one to pick. And then hand sanitizer,
Anti-air, of course.
masks.
Mask, which I'm pretty good at masks. Like my job, like they give us some, but the only thing shitty is like you only get 4 masks, and that supposed to last you for 8 weeks.
Yeah, and then you're supposed to actually change them out a lot quicker.
Yeah, like but luckily for me, like I bought like a 10 pack, so now I got 15 masks now. So that's
So
good.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
And
pretty much.
shit, during quarantine, you're one of the few people who has been working through the whole thing.
It's so fucking weird too. Like no joke. Someone told me thank you for my service, and I'm like, let's work on the grocery store. What the fuck? This feels weird.
Hey, you went to war, bro. You went to war.
I guess so. That's what it feels like. Like work is it's not too crazy now with people going out, but
It's still like up there. It's still busy.
some days are not. Like Mother's Day, like holy shit, it got to the point where
like this week it's picking up because people are not as scared because the governor said, "Hey, we're open." But like last week, there was nobody there. Me and my grandpa would go. There would be nobody there. It'd be dope.
Yeah, like well, last week on Mother's Day, like we were packed. It got to the point where we had to close off the shop because so many people was inside the store.
Yeah, because everyone didn't go and get their shit before Mother's Day. Like, oh fuck, we have to get something for our mom or cook for her, whatever it would be.
Exactly. Like in my store, we got like a flower department, and people were buying the roses there too. Which
see for me, even like let's say I didn't get it like for her, right. Just go to fucking Walgreens and get her stuff. They have flowers and shit there usually.
yeah, they easily do it.
And then I don't even have to go like to like the big store and be like, oh, I just need real quick, boom. Or you just get it ahead of time, like months in advance. Be
Yeah,
like go to a floral place, like, hey, I want this on this day, boom.
Yeah, they'll definitely do it. And the only reason I know that because my grandfather owns a flower shop, and I kind of knew everything from there. Like he taught me everything.
Yeah, that's a better way to do it. But and like me not working during quarantine because I work at music venues, so it's like, fuck, I haven't worked since like beginning of March, I think.
Yeah,
right before spring break, like.
Yeah, that's long.
And it's not just me; it's like a bunch of people I work with, like my friend Ronald, obviously, Sean, Carlos. So it's like, fuck. But it's not a big deal. It feels like a vacation, even though it's not. And college got fucking screwed up by it, the whole thing too.
College got screwed up. School, everything got screwed up, man. Like our economy got screwed up real bad.
Comics got screwed up. The film industry got screwed up. Where the movie theaters are going either entering bankruptcy or really close to it.
Yeah, so much. But since we talk
like
about
AMC for the movies, like kind of what is it? Like they hit bankruptcy, but then they went and just got another loan. So.
And they got into a feud with Universal Studios. Like they're not gonna have their movie at their theaters no more.
Because Universal Studios in that feud is Universal's like, we're gonna try to release movies in the theaters and at home at the same time until like everything goes back to normal. And the theaters are mad about it, that makes sense. Just to have this deal. It was always a deal where the movies come out in theaters before they ever get released anywhere. We don't do them at the same time because that nobody will come to the theater then. And that's why they're. And I'm like, well, this could be the death of the movie theater.
It probably is, to be honest. Like
it might be
like the start of it.
Like this might be the beginning of it, depending on what happens with Universal. And that because people don't. I mean, we go to the movie theaters for like the big movies and the movies we really.
Yeah, for the big movies, like I'm part of the reward program and I get like free movies pass. So sometimes I go to like regular movies, like I don't want to see it. It's like okay, I get it for free, so might as well see that.
Yeah, like we go to see Star Wars or Avengers or DC or like an anime movie.
Speaking of the Avengers, imagine all this was happening and Endgame was supposed to come out.
That would have been like nuts. Like they would have.
That would have been devastating.
Come out, it would have just been pushed back, like Wonder Woman has been pushed back and Black Widow has.
so much movies been pushing back, and
Some
apparently,
movies,
like The Quiet Place got pushed back to August or September. I'm not 100% sure on that.
yeah, Wonder Woman is in August, and
Which I don't know. Like, it's so many people go show up to the theaters now with this whole shit.
I think I will, but you never know, really. Depends on how bad it gets. And the Black Widow, I think, is also in August or maybe even September. I think they're trying for July, but I think it's got pushed back again already.
Which I'm going to look up right now, since that's a cool thing about
Internet,
doing
yeah.
this online.
And then a lot of other things are getting delayed. Anime series are getting delayed, canceled altogether.
Supernatural got delayed, which is coming back like in next month.
Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back in the fall, and it's not a big deal because it's the last season anyway.
Oh wow, like they didn't update the website. It still say April 24th.
Yeah, Black Widow did not come out.
Yeah, exactly.
But like Supernatural and the Flash got delayed. They're kind of like they might even just end the season.
Which,
where they
my
are.
opinions of me, in my own opinion, that show should have got canceled like a long time ago. That's just me.
Yeah, and then they delayed. Well, they might just start shooting again, which is The Witcher season 2 might get to start shooting again soon because they're in Europe, and Europe is saying,
And Europe is kind of bad with that.
yeah, and Europe's just like, yeah, you can resume filming probably soon. And then what else is filming out? There's a couple other things filming out there right now during the quarantine that are going to start filming again.
And talk about the music industry, like when bands start going back on tours again, like
bands are canceling tours. They are going into debt. A lot of shit's happening there, and nobody can play anywhere. People are live streaming and getting money that way.
It's funny, like
it
our
only works
last
for the
show
big
we
bands.
went to like was Overkill. That was the last show before.
It was right before, it was during spring break.
Yeah, so that was perfect timing for me.
It was like we got like our like jam in right before. Like literally, that was the last show.
Funny, that was the last show, and that was the last time we ate out.
At 2, we went to IHOP, which was dope.
Which I kind of miss IHOP now.
I mean, we'll go. We need to go to IHOP. We need to go to like a buffet or some shit. Both.
Which in Texas, like restaurants are opening up, but they're limiting people how much they could be in there.
Yeah, but I know buffets are not allowed to open.
Yeah, buffet is not allowed. Which one Chinese buffet, they did something smart. Like they curbside, like, okay, we're going to have you pick what you want, and we're just going to take it out to you.
Which
that's
is
kind of smart.
It's interesting. A lot of people have adapted. House of Rock adapted to that, where you can order your food, and we'll bring it out to you. And then there's stuff like Grubhub and stuff like that will deliver food.
They're making bucks. Grubhub.
Like House of Rock, House of Rock is surviving really hardcore with their with the food right now. Like they don't need a menu to be just smart. And now you can go and sit inside House Rock and eat it. So
yeah, you can sit inside. I see like tables outside, so you can sit outside too. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because they can only have a certain amount of people there. And my friend Montana, who runs a Unity game for me, and he's in mine. He the guy was really smart, and he orders like a lot of food, but he just orders a lot of food so he can wait and drink like a lot of drinks. So it's like he's at the bar, but he's not really. Because then once he gets his food, he only eats one piece of the pizza and then boxes it up and leaves.
Holy shit, that is smart.
Yeah, Montana's like, well, I can't complain about that. He messed with the system, and he's paying like $100-something for all the shit he's getting.
You're getting money, so
yeah, and
you really can't say anything about that. Like that's.
I really want to go eat there just because it's somewhere to go sit down and talk.
Yeah, that's right now the only place as of right now. Well, not really. There's some restaurant, but you got to be a little careful.
Yeah, there's slowly small bits, and even the comic book industry is fucking dying. It was already dying before, but it's fucking dying right now.
It is, and I'm happy like some comic book stores are opening up again.
Like I think some like it was already gonna like crash because DC's on its final legs. they're gonna do another reboot soon, and like that shit's gonna do.
And pretty much like I don't know about comic books now. Like I don't think people buy like physical comic books anymore. People do
Not as
digital comic
many.
books.
Not as many people buy physical comic books. I do.
I do too because we're old school, so we gotta have physical.
Well, we've been reading comics since like the 90s, so
Yeah, exactly. That's how we felt like we were supposed to read it. And during the pandemic, it makes sense like people reading comic digitally.
the digital ones are very useful. Like if you know you can't find it, boom, just go online. Go on any of the different streaming for comic book sites.
Yeah,
Good.
that's pretty much it. But it's for us, like we're comic book collectors. Like it, we had to find that issue we're looking for.
That's our like main thing for that, and like the quarantine does not help because there's a lot of good comics that were supposed to come out or have come out since, especially for like the Punchline Harley Quinn comic that came out not too long ago.
It got pushed back, and
Well, it came out, but it's like
yeah, comic book is suffering, and the video game industry is suffering too.
yeah, because everything's getting delayed.
Which
Some of it's good because delay means time to work on it, but
yeah, it give you time to work on
go to
it.
work.
But I think the one company that did it well was Square Enix when they did a Final Fantasy VII remake.
Well, Square was they've been working on it for over 10 years, and like it was
Pretty
relentless.
much, and they're like, "Hey, we know people have been waiting for this game, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna ship it out early to some states because during the whole pandemic, like we don't know if they're gonna get it on time." So yeah, I got mine pretty early, like a day early.
Yeah, I mean, like some people, like there's some companies that are like doing good things, like getting deals. Like we can't send you either. We're this, but we're doing like 15% or whatever, like or like $5 games on fucking like Xbox Live Store at one point, and happening on Steam right now is a really cheap deal. PlayStation's doing the same thing.
And GameStop has decided to stay open, which for some goddamn reason I do not know.
That and GameStop's also delivering games now too.
Delivery, curbside, which it's smart, but still, like GameStop should be open.
It sucks to be open when nothing else is open and nobody's coming into the store, especially since the way their corporation works. You try to get people to sign up for cards and all that other dumb shit.
And they're not helping their customer with the pandemic. Like they haven't given them gloves, masks, cleaning
But I
supplies,
mean,
nothing.
that too, but also it's like that company really like hurts just the gaming industry in general as the way it exists. Because I don't ever like going in there because like the employees are when you walk in, they fucking like howl you like
They do like there's some I don't go into, but there is some I do go into because
they're chill. Like the one mean
it,
go to closer to your parents.
yeah, like which that manager actually didn't move. Guess where she moved to? The
Damn,
one I hated the most.
damn.
That shop.
That's
So
that's the highest traffic store.
yeah, so now I'll go there now because I like the manager, man.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's like just the person running the store that makes it bad, but it's also like when you walk in and they go, "Hey, do you need anything?" I'm like, "No, I'm just here to look at the pop figures," or I already know what I'm gonna get, like a game specifically. I know what I'm gonna come and get,
Yeah, exactly. Like
and I get it because that's not their fault most of the time.
it's the company
It
like
is,
trying to like shove it in our faces, which is kind of fucking ridiculous.
and some of it is the employee's fault. It's like they try to sneak something into your receipt, things like that,
Which that did happen to me once.
and you walked right back inside, didn't you?
Honestly, no. Like this is I don't think I told this story. Yeah, well, we're telling now. Basically, they were like having some trading sale,
Oh,
and had some controllers on the trade in. It's like if you pre-order this, I think I forgot the manager's name, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But like we have this promotion. If you pre-order these games with your trade-ins, you'll get more trading credits. And the dude was trying to help me out. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I pre-order those and come back the next day to cancel them. So I came back the next day, cancel it, and that manager was pissed. because the game, one of the games on the list was a Call of Duty game, which I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty, so of course we're going to cancel it.
And I mean, if you don't want it, cancel it. It's not your fault. Don't get mad at me.
Yeah, like the employee was trying to help me out. Like, I get that, like, but that manager was like really pissed. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I told him my situation. He did it, but he still got that angry fucking look, and I was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, like if anybody ever did that to me and they started acting that way, boom, calling corporate, or emailing corporate immediately after that.
Which I don't think corporate's gonna do shit.
No, but they get mad at them for sure if you email them about it. You might not get anything back, like a response or anything like that. They will email the regional manager on a manager at a.
Yeah.
And like if someone's like being a dick, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I don't like doing that, but if it's something like that, I'll pull a Karen there.
Yeah. So since we're talking about quarantine, might as well talk about WWE now.
Since this is related to quarantine, is that one of the biggest recent things in
layoffs they ever had.
Not just like that. It's just like in the whole like last few years, there's nothing been that's like that tragic or that sad. I mean, there's some careers that have been ended, but like this is like a massive layoff of just a fuck ton of people due to I'm assuming Vince trying to save money, even though he's a fucking rich asshole. But I get it. Yes.
Yeah, like right now I'm trying to look up find the list of everyone that got laid off. Like there's
I mean they even added to it since the day that it happened. But
a lot of people said this is like the tragic.
It's not as tragic. It's not the most tragic thing in wrestling or anything like that. It's sad. A lot of people
it's sad, but it just nothing we could do about it.
It was bound to happen. A lot of these people wanted their releases.
Okay, so I found some lists, but
it's not the full thing because there was like over 60 fucking people.
Yeah, 60. So
referees, it was NXT people who never even made it to TV.
First one I saw is Kurt Angle.
Well,
he's working behind the scenes, but he got laid off.
It's not a surprise, he probably was like, if you're gonna fire, don't fire anybody like important, fire me because like I'm just behind the scenes guy. You have a lot of people behind the scenes.
This one shocked me. Fit Finley.
I think most shocking out there was probably Rusev but even though he wanted to leave, like he was like the biggest asset to them that it got.
Yeah, they released Rusev, but Lana stayed, which is not her fault, but it's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, and then there's like people. A lot of them wanted their releases. Rusev did.
Lance Storm got released.
And well, I mean, he's already doing shit, but the Revival, who are now called the Revolt, and it's already
they got released way before all that, but
they asked for the release, but they didn't get released before the big release.
Yeah,
and then there's like Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder is another one.
Heath Slater.
This one shocked me. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson both got released.
And AJ's still there.
Exactly. That's shocking to me.
I think that they were done. It's just AJ was still there.
Which, like, dude, like AJ does little live streams, and you could tell like he was heartbroken when he heard the news.
Because he didn't want to leave. AJ was like AJ and Balor were both people that and a lot of his friends from Japan ended up there.
Yeah, which
I'm
not kind of worried about. Yeah, I'm not worried about them because they got good features. Like they could go back to Japan. They could do Ring of Honor if they want to, but I'm pretty sure they might go back to Japan.
I think they'll go back to Japan. But you never know, they can show up anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
The beauty of wrestling, almost any of these people can show up.
Okay, yeah, this one was heartbreaking, and you kind of agree with this one, Drake Maverick.
I mean, yeah.
Like,
because like the video.
Yeah, that video is just fucking heartbreaking.
Like he wasn't expecting to get released, and he also had like a lot of plans that WWE was going to be a place he retired.
Pretty much, and I do like what WWE did. Just like, hey, we know we released you, but you could do this one last match before you go.
Well, because he was already in that match before he got released, so like in the tournament, so like he was like,
yes,
he still be in that match, even though they.
Yeah, pretty much. But WWE they could like make us some excuse like why he's not there, but it's still kind of cool. And
Yeah, and then like I loved him as Rockstar Spud in TNA, so like him being free kind of would free him up to do that, but he might not even go and wrestle again if it's not for WWE.
pretty much like, and some of these WWE did say like once this whole pandemic passes out, like we're gonna hire some of these guys back. So who knows? He might come back.
You never know. Another person, Eric Young.
Eric Young.
You know, probably he's one that like he can go and do anything he wants. 'Cause he's a big part of the Rusev,
Rowan's got released too.
which I think he might end up going and being part of Dark Order.
Pretty much, like I could see him like
even though on his interview, Brody, he said like he's annoying, but he likes him. Like
pretty much, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
the whole T-shirt thing was his ideas. It wasn't Brody's.
Yeah, I could definitely see him in AEW, which
would be interesting, especially if he's either in Dark Order or he shows up to fight Brody.
Now that'll be a good booking right there.
You know, both of them would work really well anyway.
Yeah, they would. But
he can go anywhere. He could fit really well in Ring of Honor too.
Ring of Honor would be good. But since we're talking about that, talk about the empty arenas for AEW and WWE.
It works for the most part. It's not.
I just can't watch it, man. It's so weird. Like you need crowd interaction.
Well, I mean, some of the stuff really works very well depending on who the performer.
I think AEW is doing a better job with it than WWE, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, they've most of them have played like these empty arenas before they were big names, and then like they have a home.
Yeah, it's true, but with WWE, like they write down all the stuff like you need to do this and you need to do that, and they don't got no freedom. With AEW, they got freedom, and they made it work.
That too, but also like WWE did some really great things with like the feed, able to use the room, and some other people use the room to their advantage.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, WWE did have some good matches during that whole thing, but it's almost like 90% I can't watch and 10%, yeah, these are good matches.
I mean, yeah, because AEW has great matches because there's more freedom to them. There's still people writing matches.
Which sucks.
People think that they're not doing it. It's all shoot, but it's not. AEW does plan the outcomes and things of that nature.
Yeah, pretty much. But
you can do whatever you want.
What sucks about all this was when they start doing the empty arenas, Brody Lee and Broken Matt
they debuted.
Can you imagine that in a full arena, the crowd and all that?
I think it would have been a lot better if you had like Matt just show up, in an arena, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Brody, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Brody kind of wouldn't matter. Like you could do like a video vignette.
Like the video was cool. Like I am Brody Lee. I am the Exalted One.
That was pretty cool.
And the fact that like the rumor like after that's come out that like he's the Exalted One was like the original idea was to put
Matt Hardy.
No, it wasn't supposed to put Matt Hardy in it.
Oh, who was the other one then?
It was supposed to be the villain, Marty.
Oh, Marty.
Marty was supposed to be the Exalted One, but he re-signed his contract with all the other places, Ring of Honor and NWA, because they work with Ring of Honor.
Which I think he got a better deal on there or something like that, but who knows?
But I don't think it's against anybody that Marty might end up there.
No, they'll probably offer like a good deal that you can't refuse, which it does happen.
Yeah, like because like New Japan's trying to get in on the Ring of Honor and NWA deal too. So
yeah, for sure.
But before we go back into the list of people who got released, what did you think of Karrion Kross, or what used to be Killer Kross's debut in NXT?
To be honest, dude, I didn't know like they got like debuted. Like I was like I had to pick between which one to watch every week, and this week I was watching AEW. So when I found out like he got like debuted, I freaked out. Like holy shit!
Like his debut video, like his entrance is really good, especially with Scarlett Bordeaux being his like person, his girl walking onto the ring, whatever you want to call it, his manager, whichever one it's going to be. We don't know very much. Even though she's
like
she's amazing.
Yeah, I just freaked out because I just wasn't expecting. I was like, holy shit!
And like they're treating him like this big monster that's basically NXT's version of Lance Archer.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Like it's basically like the same thing. Like when you think about like the two companies right now, yeah, they have the same character, but they're just used slightly differently. They're both monsters, and they both debuted not that far after each other.
Yeah. Well, since we talked about more about WWE, let's talk about Roman Reigns.
Roman is another example that he did not show up to WrestleMania because he's worried about his health, because he had like the leukemia. And I'm like, I'm actually proud of him for standing up for himself there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, and Dave Meltzer actually did like confirm like they were trying to erase him from history. They don't know how to handle it. That's basically what he just said. Like how Vince feels.
They don't know how to handle like that, where it's like this guy who's like he sells the most merch out of everybody.
As much as people hate him, he does sell a lot of merch.
Because the kids like him. He's really
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like John Cena. Like people hate him, but he does sell a lot of merch for kids and all that.
Well, John Cena is actually a really good wrestler now. To be fair,
yeah, he got good. Like
the last few years, he was on point for the last few years of his contracts.
It's just so weird, like not seeing Roman there. Like that's kind of, we know he left because of leukemia, but the way he left, it just.
And I'm actually proud that like even though he had this great match, and I'm sure he had a great outcome for his plan for that match,
and it's so funny. Like the reason why Goldberg got that the belt, was because they wanted spear versus spear.
Yeah,
and that never happened.
I mean, it could still happen eventually, depending on.
It can, but I bet you Vince was like heartbroken.
I mean, he loves big men, but like Roman, I just, if he were to leave WWE, I would actually be proud of him, mainly because he stood up for himself there. Like he's a good person, just I haven't been a fan of him. I love him in the Shield.
Yeah, like I know he left, and Sami Zayn asked to leave, and they stripped him from the Intercontinental title already.
They stripped his Intercontinental titles. He's stuck at home,
and
that's why they took it.
Apparently, Sami is mad about that, but I kind of agree with WWE. Like,
it's their title.
Yeah, it's their title, and they need to show it off TV. And how could you do that if you're stuck at home? It makes sense.
Yeah, and then Becky got pregnant, and the whole ladder match was for her title.
Okay, we gotta talk about Money in the Bank.
Well, I mean, I haven't watched it,
but two main things. I already told you about Baron Corbin, what he did to Ray and Alistair.
Yeah, I saw the clip where he pushes them off. Like, yeah, rest in peace, Ray and Alistair Black. It would work with Alistair Black. It should have just been Alistair, but it's still kind of funny.
The funny thing is, WWE, they explain it's like, oh, they fell on the second part of the roof, so they're fine. And that was it.
Man, they could have done something real cool with both of them after that, like Undead Ray or like God Ray, or then like make the new Undertaker with Alistair Black.
Exactly. I was like, dude, that would be badass, but
because they could have done some cool shit with both those characters dying in a sense, and then they have to have a casket match against Baron.
Pretty much. Oh man, that would be,
because we're leading up to Backlash. That'd be perfect time to do it.
Exactly.
Like you murdered us, or you tried to murder us.
But the funny thing, we gotta talk about who won Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah, fucking Otis.
It's so funny, like
I saw the video for that too, where it drops into his hands.
perfectly in his head.
Like I'm actually kind of stoked that they gave like the thing to a guy they would never put it on.
I wasn't expecting that either. I was thinking like AJ to win, to be honest.
I mean, it would have been cool with anybody. You know, Alistair would have been cool. It would be surprising for Alistair to win already.
Yeah, like they're doing Alistair good so far. Like he wasn't doing good like the first couple months, but now he's doing good.
I mean, the same thing happened to Balor.
Balor, yeah.
Where like he was doing really good, he got pushed up to the card, he got the title, but then he got hurt by Seth Rollins.
And they're kind of moving down. But
And
he's
he
still
never
at NXT right now, so that's
he never got back to like that fucking pinnacle of where he could have been.
oh yeah.
And then like then the women's side, you know, Asuka winning.
Which she was entertaining throughout the whole match. And that's why I love fucking Asuka.
Well, she is a different level of performer than most of the women there. All of them are amazing. You know, Charlotte, Becky. You know, a lot of them are amazing. Bailey, Sasha.
Oh yeah, they are good. It just the way she played her
And
heel, it's just so entertaining just to watch that.
I'm actually kind of sad because like they did the Shayna Baszler thing where she's supposed to be this scary person and now she's not really. She's just a normal person on the card.
Yeah, pretty much. It just
And
apparently from what I heard, like Vince is just testing her like to see like how she would do if she didn't win the big one.
it's like if they pushed her to be female Brock Lesnar, fucking would have been dope. Like make her like she should have won the title from Becky.
She showed up, but I'm happy that Asuka got it now.
Yeah, Asuka's like because Asuka's deserving like of the title.
And the first woman wrestler to win Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, NXT title, the Tag Team title, and the Raw and SmackDown titles.
I'm still saying, man, she should win one of the minor titles, you know, Intercontinental or US title at some point.
I think it's going to happen, but so far that's a good accomplishment.
She is like basically their Grand Slam because Bailey's won all the titles.
All the titles,
But she hasn't got Money in the Bank and she hasn't won a Rumble.
The Royal Rumble too, so. But
I think Bailey could end up there.
Yeah, so far I like her as a heel. She's doing good as that.
Surprisingly, I didn't think she would.
We're just waiting for that Sasha versus Bailey feud already.
They're setting it up slowly.
Yeah, they are, but they've been doing that since last year, and they haven't pulled the plug yet.
Well, because they wanted to do it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, they want to do WrestleMania, and obviously they couldn't do it.
They want to wait till everybody's there, I think.
Which I don't think it's going to be anytime soon because I heard SummerSlam is going to be at the Performance Center too.
Yep.
Which it might have some crowds because the governor of Florida says, yeah, people go watch wrestling shows.
And then we do have the rumors of Undertaker's last match being at Survivor Series this year.
I kind of like that, but if it's going to be an empty arena, that's kind of be like a shame. Which
I mean,
it's not their fault.
If it's an empty arena,
yeah.
And then
it's not WWE's fault because they can't predict this shit. But yeah.
And then there's the whole background thing of what is it? That Sting left WWE or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I remember that one. Oof.
And everyone thought he was going to go and do the TNT title at AEW.
But we found out that was Mike Tyson.
It's Mike Tyson, which is pretty fucking cool.
I wasn't expecting it, but that was cool.
And I mean, you never know. You never know with the world of wrestling. Maybe Sting will show up there. But I think if Sting ever did another match, he would have only picked Undertaker.
For sure. If Undertaker wants to do it, to be honest, I think
Undertaker wants to do it. It's just Vince that won't let them do it because he's like, once you get hurt in WWE, you go on like a list.
Pretty much.
That's what I forgot what wrestling a wrestler on a podcast said was like, yeah, if you get hurt like that, you. Oh, it was Booker. Booker said that.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah,
Like, yeah, if
Booker.
you get hurt, yeah, he's like, if you get hurt like that, you go on a list.
You just have to prove yourself to Vince, and I think that's what Edge did.
Well, Edge was like,
and Daniel Bryan
got cleared, and he was already in good shape anyway.
Yeah, and Daniel Bryan got cleared. Like, no.
Yeah, Bryan waited. Like, they both waited. Sting's waited a good amount of time, so maybe he's good enough to do a match. And then doing a like the Boneyard match or whatever, you can do
that one. Bad. That was really good. That was really good.
Like doing that, like a Boneyard match like that with Sting and Taker would be very, because they're older guys, they can't move quick. That would be good because you could cut ankles with that.
Exactly. You could do a lot of shit.
Yeah, and you can film for multiple days if you need to, like those guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then another thing was like seeing the Firefly Funhouse match between Cena and the Fiend. It was really good too.
That was weird. That's very weird.
It was cool because it gives like it's a new match type, because it's like him stealing your gimmicks, like taking them away.
Yeah, to me, like, it's my personal opinion. Like, I know some people feel this way too, but when you're watching it doesn't feel like a match. It just feels like you're watching a movie.
I think that's the point of that match.
Yeah, that's the point that WWE kind of wanted to do, which I get it, but it just wasn't for me.
It works.
It's a cool concept, but it just wasn't for me.
It only works the way they did it, like where there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Like you have to do it like a firefight, like a House of Horrors match, or like the Boneyard match, if they were to do it again with a crowd of people.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's definitely going to work.
Where they're wearing like a fuck ton of shirts or something.
Yep. Which.
And there's not very many wrestlers you could do that with that have a lot of gimmicks. I think Triple H you could do it with.
You could do it with Triple H. You could do it with
Undertaker. You could do it with Finn Balor.
Balor would be good. Which I don't think they're going to do it because they already did it.
They got rid of the demon or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of retarded to be honest.
What else? Who else you could do with it?
Which I probably had to cut that out.
Yeah. And I wonder if the ending of the feud between Fiend and Braun is they're going to do the Firefly match.
Which
with Braun.
I know people like get hated like how that match went, but I think it's brilliant because he wasn't the Fiend. He was Bray Wyatt.
He played Bray.
Exactly, and it's now if he was the Fiend and he did that, then that's a different story.
I think they just have to go. They have to do the right writing from the point of Braun winning. Like
which I kind of had to watch WWE tomorrow because SmackDown was today, and obviously I didn't watch it.
That's okay.
But after the podcast, I probably watch clips on YouTube because they always post this shit on YouTube.
They post the most important shit on there anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
You could keep up with wrestling if you don't want to watch WWE. Just go on YouTube.
Yeah, which sometimes I do too because some of the
I'd rather watch AEW.
Pretty much.
9 times out of 10, I want to watch AEW. But I'm not a fanboy. I love both companies. I love Ring of Honor, New Japan.
I like all wrestling companies too. Like in WWE, NXT is the best one out of all of them.
I mean, that's because it's Triple H running the whole thing.
Exactly, that's why I like it.
So, like, you have NXT, you have AEW, you have Impact, New Japan, you have Dragon Gate.
You got stuff from the UK. You
have NWA right now,
which I'm stoked about. Like, so many options.
And then there's like other small companies if you're in certain things, like CZW for fucking hardcore matches.
Which I'm not a big fan of, but there's a lot of people who like it. Then
there's Tommy Dreamer's like House of Hardcore.
That one is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
And then there's MLW.
MLW is like so
That's like
much.
old school. Like that's old school. Like it's like old school like territory wrestling there. Like, and that's where a lot of like famous wrestlers are going. Like
Which is a
that's where a lot of people were.
oh yeah.
And it's just weird seeing everybody like flop their stars everywhere. Like Impact's like people go to Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor's like people go to New Japan and to new NWA because Marty's going back and forth. So it's really interesting.
Pretty much. Oh my god. I just realized I forgot who else got laid off.
Oh, there's a fucking list. I have it.
Okay.
E3,
Yeah, I was gonna say EC3. That's one I remember.
and he's been cutting promos like hardcore on the internet.
And they're good.
They're pretty good, and I can't wait because they never let him be him.
No, the reason why is because when he went over Moxley before he left WWE, fans did not like it because try to job out Moxley, and of course fans not gonna like it. And Vince just saw us like, yeah,
Because he's friends with Mox, that's why.
yeah, it's like it's not EC3 fault. Like he wants to get out there and Vince give it to him, but it's the wrong fucking decision for Vince on his part right there.
Yeah, because that guy, like, he's a big dude, has that charisma. If you let him have it, he could be a
it's so sad too. Like you saw his hype. Then once he got to the main roster, you saw him getting depressed.
Yeah, because like everybody was stoked because he was like the guy, like the Impact guy.
Yeah, but anyway, what's on the list?
I mean, this isn't the full list, but it's like some of them with Leo Rush.
Okay.
I mean, nobody really cared that he got released. I don't think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sarah Logan.
Which I'm kind of shocked about, but
I mean, the Riot Squad kind of like fell back. It's basically just Liv Morgan being the main woman from that group still around.
yeah.
Like, where's Ruby Riot been? I don't see her too often, I don't think.
Yeah, she's back in WWE, but they haven't used her lately.
And longtime referee Mike
Chioda, which that one is super shocking because he's been there for what 30 years.
Yeah, he's been since the 80s.
That's amazing and sad that they had to let him go.
And then Primo and Epico Cologne.
Which they've been there for a while.
They've both been there for a while. Basically, that's basically their main luchadors, technically.
Pretty much.
Obviously Eric Rowan, Mike Canales, Maria Canales.
Which they did. Well, Mike asked for his release, so he got it.
And they're both more than likely either going to go back to Impact or Ring of Honor.
I think Ring of Honor might be good for them.
And then Zack Ryder, who doesn't expect his release, but he was ready for it.
And people was like saying, AEW, which even Cody says like, no, I'm not gonna hire my friend.
It's not all my friends wrestling.
Pretty much.
I hire them at some point,
but I think what Zack should do is like work the indies, improve his skill. Like
he's literally planning to do a bunch of fucking shows because like he made his own shirts like already. Like but the day he got like released, his shirts went up like before he got released because it was the I forgot what company. It's the Wrestle.com or whatever the fuck the
WrestleT.com. Yeah.
So he had his shirts up pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, so he's gonna be good.
And he has his podcast and shit like that. So
and his toy show on YouTube.
Yeah, so like, but it's not the YouTube where he did that show. It's because he doesn't own that. WWE owns it now, so he had to make his new like wrestle figure podcast, whatever it's called. It's a new.
Okay, I get it. Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah, because he was so mad when WWE had taken it over, like a couple years ago, his YouTube channel. They were in control of everything that happened on his YouTube channel.
Which,
so like whenever he got released, he's like, "Fuck yeah, I own this fucking separate podcast channel. It's mine."
oh yeah, so you can do whatever you want with it now.
Yeah, and then No Way Jose as well.
I'm not shocked about that because WWE just been jogging him out.
And then Cassius Ono, he's been around for fucking ever.
Pretty much.
You know, Chris Hero, that's his original fucking thing, man. And then obviously Tino Sabetti.
Yep, I forgot about him.
Curtis Axel.
For the actual, yeah.
And there's a few NXT people, I think, surrounding the thing that...
Wait, did Heath Slater got released too?
Yeah, we said that earlier.
Okay.
And obviously Rusev, Kurt Angle, Zack Ryder. Looking through another list just in case we forgot somebody. There's a lot of people that got released. Eric Young. Deonna Purrazzo from NXT, I think. She was a Rosebud at one point. She lost to Lo Shirai in the quarterfinals of the fucking tournament, whatever the fuck. She was like gonna be somebody. She wasn't anybody yet.
Yeah.
In NXT. Dan Matha. I think it's another NXT person. MJ Jenkins.
It's just, goddamn, the list is just
bunch of NXT people. Alyssa Marino. Like, there's a fuck ton of NXT kids that got taken out.
And it's a shame, but it's just like nothing WWE can do. Like, well, I'll take that back. They got so much money.
And then, okay, I got to some people we might actually like know more. Fit Finlay, who was a producer. He was a wrestler in New Japan at one point. He was the Hurricane.
Which it's a shame, but the
fact that he was even backstage was surprising.
Kind of was too. Like, because last time we saw him, he was like Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Billy Kidman.
Which it's so sad because Kidman, he just got hired and they had to release him.
Sucks. Sean Daivari. He's part of a big famous family. The Daivaris in wrestling.
Yep.
Scott Armstrong, Sarah Stock, Lance Storm. There's Lance Storm again. And a bunch of like coaches and stuff like Serena Deeb, Kendo Cation, Chris Guy, who used to be Ace Steel, Aiden English, Jerry Soto.
I'm surprised by Aiden English, to be honest.
Yeah. And there's a lot of creatives like Andrea Listenberger, people I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know who the hell those
are. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking people. Like there's more than that because they released more people for the other day.
Which it's sad, but again, WWE did says like once this whole thing pans out, we're gonna hire some of these guys back. So we don't know who's gonna get hired back.
But that and like we need to keep the people we really, really need to keep.
Pretty much.
And so like a lot of the bigger names that got released wanted their releases. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Like I know it's not their fault, but Becky, dude, like they lost Becky now. Like holy shit.
Yeah, they lost Becky because she's pregnant. It's like I think Vince is going nuts. He has to be.
Which I don't think Vince is mad, but he's like, oh, out of all the times.
Yeah, like I'm saying, like right now, like all the shit that's happening to him all at once.
Pretty much, like
he lost the biggest women's star, which is not a big deal, you know. And then, but like the quarantine, he has to lay off a bunch of people. He has Roman like on ice, basically.
XFL they're done for again.
Yeah, they're closed down again.
Which this time is not Vince's fault, which is kind of a shame because a lot of people was liking the new XFL.
Yeah, it sucks, but it happens, you know. Maybe it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
But Yeah, that's a lot of wrestling talk right there, man.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're gonna move on to the next topic, which we're gonna talk about good ones because the next one we're going to talk about is I'm going to get a lot more details with it, but I don't want to get mad. So we're going to do some good ones now.
Okay, so movie news. There's a lot of movie news coming out right now. In the world of movies, the first thing, which is not necessarily a movie, we're not sure what it is really, but the Inuyasha sequel thing, whether it's a series or a movie or whatever.
I'm trying so hard not to fangirl now because I love Inuyasha. That's like one of my gateways anime.
I mean, that's one of the first ones I watched on Toonami. You know me. I wasn't into like a fuck ton of anime, but I was into a lot of the ones that were on Toonami back in the day.
Yeah, like people don't know like Inuyasha, uh, Gundam, and Dragon Ball Z. Those were my gateways to anime.
Yeah, mine were like Yu Yu Hakusho, Zatch Bell, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, obviously the Digimon.
Which I don't count those because that's everyone's.
But I still consider those anime.
Yeah.
Also like Trigun, Gundam, Sailor Moon of all things.
Which I got introduced to Sailor Moon at a young age, but my dumbass was like, "This is too girly, and I'm not going to watch it." My cousin were into it, but I just choose
If you
not to
go
watch
back
it.
to if you go back to it, it's actually really good.
Yeah, when you go back in there, I was like, "Oh, okay, it's not too bad."
But yeah, like Inuyasha was one of those shows like everybody thought it was for girls because basically it's a guy and a girl love story.
It's funny because I wasn't kind of into that. I wasn't into the action.
It's funny because like the whole overarching theme is like I love you, but
Pretty much, it's like
it's
a
like
whole love triangle thing.
the whole
Like
meme is Kagome. That's the whole thing.
it's pretty much it.
It's just them yelling mad at each other for 90 episodes or more.
Pretty much.
And
The
obviously,
last
there was other animes like at that time that I kind of gatewayed into at that time. It was like Death Note. I watched that shit. Any of the Miyazaki films I watched.
I didn't get into those movies till like way later on. Like,
And you got me into shit way later on.
yeah, pretty.
But
Just
like,
because,
I'm waiting for a lot of animes are getting their resurgences, whether it's sequels or reboots or.
which I'm just kind of hoping we get some good ones. Maybe Zatch Bell, maybe
Zatch Bell would be fucking
another
amazing.
Yu Yu Hakusho because we got like,
I mean, weren't we supposed to get that movie? Did it ever come out?
well, it's not a movie. It's like just like an OVA. They're just like 14 minutes each.
I still haven't seen it.
I
It was
haven't seen it either. I'm just waiting for the
deal.
dub.
It was supposed to be a big deal, but I never got anything about it online.
No, because it's supposed to be like a prequel, and that's about it.
Interesting. But like, we know we're getting more Digimon for the last original, I guess, movie for the original group is coming out.
I'm happy about that.
After the Digimon Tri stuff had come out, they went back to Pokemon a few times.
Pokemon, which some of it, like the I Choose You movie, that movie was good.
And like, what I wish they would go back to is the forgot what they called it. It was the Pokemon Origins or whatever the fuck, where it was about Red and Blue.
Okay, yeah, that one's good too. I forgot about that
Like,
one.
I would love them to do that, but then do Gold and Silver.
Gold and Silver will be good.
Another
Like,
anime they could go back to.
this is just me, my personal opinion. What Pokemon should have been. Like, one season focus on one character, and the next season focus on another kid, and keep going on and on, like how Digimon did.
Which they might start doing, surprisingly.
Which it took them how long?
They might be getting rid of Ash.
Which I'm kind of happy because one, that boy been 10 to 20 years.
And like what they could do is like, that as the show goes on, you can have cameos from Brock, Misty.
Exactly, dude. There's so much you could do with it, but
And you can still have Team Rocket.
Team Rocket, yeah.
You
Still a
keep
joke.
Team Rocket there. And then but an anime that I really would love to have like, a resurgence is Sailor Moon having another like little movie or something would be really cool. I mean, Trigun would be really cool if they came back to it.
Trigun, they did have one movie, but that was it, and I kind of wanted more.
It's like a weird, like, fucking show. Obviously going back and doing a show, like doing Gundam, like the OG one, the same characters. That kind of,
Like the reason why I'm making that sound, like everyone knows, like I'm a huge Gundam fan, and just me thinking about that.
I'm a fan of certain Gundam series.
Right?
That's what you know about me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you probably, knowing you know like the well-known ones like G Gundam and all that.
Yeah, well, it's like the original, the first series of Gundam I really like, and then like the main ones that they showed on Toonami I watched.
Yeah, which I think is Gundam Wing, Jin Gundam, of course, and Gundam Seed. Those are the only Gundam I remember on Toonami.
Yeah,
Besides the original.
Yeah, the original one I watched like somewhere else. I don't know where I watched it. I didn't watch it on Toonami. I watched it somewhere else before Toonami was even a thing.
Lucky you, I didn't see that until it was on Toonami.
Yeah, because I watched anime before Toonami, so
not me.
It's just most of it was there. That's where most of it was.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of like not just that, like for anime stuff's coming out, like in concern that Mandalorian,
which
is in filming, and they've had some characters rumored and confirmed.
Which I still need to finish.
Which they're on and off developing.
Which I already heard
they got revealing characters. 3. What?
I heard they got renewed for season 3, which I'm not surprised about.
Well, yeah, they have season 3, but they were pretty much almost done with season 2 because it comes out this fall. And they cast the guy who played Jango Fett as Boba Fett.
Which I'm excited about that one.
I think it's gonna be cool, actually.
Oh yeah, we got that.
And then the rumors for the show is like they might have Ahsoka.
That one got me like, who's going to play Ahsoka?
I mean, the rumor is Rosario Dawson, even though she's denying that she's Ahsoka Tano. But you wouldn't want to reveal it anyway. That's supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a surprise. Like that, and Disney probably going to sue you if you let it out early.
Yeah, I would love for them to just keep it a secret. Don't say they cast anybody. Just fucking keep it a secret.
Unless they get to like, let's say like 2 weeks before,
and they don't think a lot of people are going to watch it, which fuck ton of people are going to watch it anyway.
Yeah.
But they drop it, boom. I'm going to watch it regardless, no matter what.
Oh yeah, for sure. Same with me.
But I would love to be surprised, like when I start watching it and it's just fucking Ahsoka shows up.
Yeah.
And then the other rumors are Sabine from Rebels, and then Rex and Commander Cody from Clone Wars.
What?
Which is cool.
I just I haven't finished watching Clone Wars, to be honest.
Yeah, well, Clone Wars and Rebels are both shows that kind of tie in together.
Rebels, I've seen like one season of it, and I did like it. But
the early shit of Clone Wars is a little bit tougher to get through, but it's still amazing, and the show just gets really good. Like the farther you get into it,
there's for sure
shit that happens. It's just really good. And then like Rebel ties up some loose ends, because it's farther in the future.
Oh yeah.
And they just did another season of fucking Clone Wars on Disney Plus because they're like, even though they've ended the series 3 times, this is supposed to be the last season.
Yeah, pretty much it's going to be the last season, which I'm kind of happy about. They filmed the last season.
We will see if it's the last season because it's been the last season 3 different times. But I'm not mad. I don't care. As long as they want to do it, fuck it.
Make their money, so of course they're going to do it.
And then obviously Witcher stuff is they're halted filming, but they could go back into filming very, very soon.
Which I'm so happy about.
Disney doing really interesting things where they released Onward on Disney Plus instead of in the theater because of the quarantine.
Which I'm kind of not surprised about, to be honest.
And it's a really good movie, really cute, very D&D like related, and very good.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it, which I probably might watch it like after the podcast because why not?
It's pretty good. I liked it. It's very cute. Pixar.
I'm kind of surprised they haven't put Mulan on Disney Plus.
No, I'm surprised they didn't put fucking New Mutants on Disney Plus or Hulu, one or the other.
I feel bad for New Mutants. Like this delay, it wasn't their fault this time.
I mean, that movie's cursed.
It's really cursed.
And it sucks because there's so many great actors in that movie.
Which I don't know if the movie's gonna be good or not too.
I don't know either. I mean, it's been rewritten by 2 different companies technically.
And during the Fox merger with Disney, they had to rewrite it again too. Like,
so Fox rewrote it once, and then Disney rewrote it after that. So it's been rewritten twice by 2 different companies.
I don't know if it's gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be bad.
I mean, the concept is really.
I don't know.
The concept's really good. They're making a horror X-Men story.
Yeah, the concept is good, but it's not the point. Like,
The trailer looked good too. The trailer looked good too.
Yeah, the trailer was good. It is at the point. Like, do I even give a shit about this movie now?
They made me not give a shit about it. But, like, they have actors from like Game of Thrones. They have actors from Stranger Things in it. Like, that's what makes me interested in it.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I'm gonna watch it, whether it's in theaters or just wait for it to come out.
Probably gonna wait till it's on streaming service or DVD.
Or if reviews are good.
Yeah, the reviews are good. Yeah, I'm gonna see it too.
Because it's a very interesting movie. I'm gonna have to watch it because of just all the shit that happened to it.
That curse better be worth it.
And I don't think it can be as bad as the Dark Phoenix movie. I fell asleep during that movie.
I haven't watched it, and I'm planning on watching it.
It's worse than X-Men Last Stand.
Tell me, is it worse than Hellboy 2018?
No, I think Hellboy in 2018 is worse.
Okay, then.
I mean, Hellboy in 2018 is funner. Like at least there's like some like good acting in it. It's fun.
It just felt like the
writing in it. Movie. The writing in it is bad for Hellboy.
The only thing I don't like about it is the jump cuts. That's about.
I mean that's due to trying to edit too much shit.
Exactly. It's just like
should have been a 3-hour movie from what they filmed, more than likely.
I don't think I want to watch the 3-hour version too. Which
I think it probably would have been better because it would have explained shit.
Probably, to be honest.
And like I love the actors in the movie. I love Noah.
The actors are good. It's not their fault. It's their script.
It's the script. It's the directing choices. It's the editing choices. The actors did fucking amazing.
And
like Mila did a good job as a villain.
The villain is good.
It's
she's so shocking. Like I know some people who said the movie is the best thing you ever seen. Which I'm scratching my head at that.
It's one of the worst comic book movies that have come out. But it is better than fucking Thor: The Dark World.
That's kind of good, I guess.
Most movies are better than Thor: The Dark World.
No. Most movies are better than Superman 4.
That too, but I don't watch Superman 4.
I've seen it once. Never again.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm just saying most I don't watch Superman 4. I pretend it doesn't exist.
Well, I said it, so it does exist again.
Right. That'd be a weird commentary recording we do. We just watch Superman.
I kind of don't want to, but I'm kind of curious too, because
see how we react to it now.
One day.
And there's like a lot of other movies just fucking dropping, like fucking like we greenlit this movie. There's a fucking Percy Jackson TV show on Disney Plus that they greenlit.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
I'm excited for that because they needed to do better with the Percy Jackson series.
Which, talk about good timing with Netflix. They dropped the Avatar series on Netflix just now.
Yeah. I mean, I have it on DVD, but like it's
I have a Blu-ray too, but to people who don't have that, that's perfect timing for them.
yeah. That's where I originally watched it on Netflix in like fucking 2009.
Oh damn!
Like whenever like it first got on Netflix, I think it was on there. It might not have been 2009. It might have been somewhere around high school where I watched it on Netflix. And I watched it on Nickelodeon first, and then it was whenever the first time it dropped on Netflix, I watched it on Netflix.
Yeah, I got into it way late, like last year.
Well, it's because I kept bugging you to watch it.
You did, and got a good deal on the Blu-ray, which is thank you Walmart for that screw up.
I'm glad you watched it and you actually like it. You haven't finished it yet, right?
No, I haven't.
You need to finish it.
I'm on the last season, like episode 6.
Like the last season, fucking beautiful. Even though you wish you had more when it's over. And Legend of Korra is not as good, but it's still good. So if you ever want to watch it, I have the whole series of Legend of Korra.
Which I might take it up on that, like, or I will probably watch like 1 or 2 episodes to see like if I'm into it.
Yeah, it's
before
different.
like invest my time into a whole series.
Yeah, because it's different and it's nowhere near as good, but it's still like it's so different that I enjoyed it.
Yeah, like I heard like Nickelodeon didn't finish the season.
They didn't finish the series, to be honest. Like the way it ends, I'm like, this is not a really good ending, but it's still good. Like the whole thing where it ends is fine. It leaves it open for like a book or a comic book or sequel, whatever they want to do with it later.
Oh yeah,
and like that's kind of how Avatar is. Like it always ends like wide open in the fucking end. Especially with Last Airbender, where you're like, I want more.
I kind of wish they made like a. I know there's comic books of Avatar, but I kind of wish it's like a series, like it's in between, like the original series and Legend of Korra.
I mean, there is because that's what the comic books are doing.
But I want a full series on that to watch.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's just my wish.
That's why they did the comic books. But what they've also done like full on like novels for characters. You remember Kyoshi, right? Avatar Kyoshi.
Yeah, how do you know they have a novel about him?
So she got a book. She got like a fucking book.
Which I need to hunt down now because I want to read that shit.
Yeah. Apparently it's really good. I haven't read it, and they might be doing a Avatar Roku one too.
Goddamn, so much to read.
Like if they do the Roku one, I want that one.
Which I'm probably gonna look that up now.
But yeah, the Kyoshi Avatar Kyoshi, she has a book. They actually have a book, and then there's a bunch of comic books as well. But
yeah, comic books. Which
she has a novel about her story,
which I'm probably gonna read because I do like that character, like from what I saw from Avatar.
Yeah, like the Kyoshi like had the most interesting story. Like, man, I want to watch a show about that one because we're just about fighting a warlord.
Dude, imagine Netflix did like a series on her.
Well, we do know something about Netflix is that they are doing a live action remake of The Last Airbender.
Which, pray to God, it's gonna be good.
We can hope, and there's no way they can make the mistake of the M. Night Shyamalan one.
We do not speak of that name.
Which I saw in theaters, by the way.
God rest his soul, because
it's not the worst movie in the world, but being a fan of Avatar, it makes you sad.
Dude, try seeing Dragon Ball Evolution in theaters, which I did.
I saw that in theaters too. That's one of those movies where it was just like,
it's funny. Like my dad took me to see that movie.
I kind of want to know what this guy was doing. Like he obviously didn't watch or read Dragon Ball.
So bad. Like it's so funny. My dad took me to see that movie, and he loved Dragon Ball Z. And he did see the trailer, but a Dragon Ball movie? Let's go watch it.
Although, like rewatching it now makes me fucking laugh. Like the whole thing.
I don't want to watch it again. Because me being like a hardcore Dragon Ball fan.
I'm a hardcore Dragon Ball fan, but like when he does like the head fucking thing across the car, do you remember that? Where you slap his head?
That's so goofy as fuck. I remember that.
It made me laugh so hard. Like, and then like him being creepy to Chi-Chi the whole time.
Oh my god, I can't get over that scene when in class she was like eating like a strawberry or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's imagining her eating a strawberry.
I remember watching that. I was like, "Is this supposed to be a PG movie? What the hell?"
And then like he's not supposed to be like he's not supposed to have control of his key, right? But then like when she's reading, he just fucking blasts the lockers. I'm like, what?
And that's another thing that kind of like Goku in high school.
Especially since he never went to school. That's the whole point of his character. He doesn't know
Yeah,
social things.
exactly. That's what Goku is. You want to make a Dragon Ball movie in high school, then that should be Gohan.
Gohan or Goten or Trunks or something.
Pretty much. That
Or or do Prince Vegeta. Fuck it.
fuck, I guess. Yeah, that might be good.
Um. Also, like in that same world, of like the best character in that movie is fucking Master Roshi.
Yeah, the person for the Master Roshi, he was good. I'm not gonna lie.
Because he played the character of Master Roshi. Like he literally tried. Like he couldn't go like the fucking I'm gonna like do the sexual jokes or like look up
No,
your
they couldn't do that because
like he couldn't do like the real Roshi where he's like looking up your skirt or something. But he got as close as he could get with in a PG-13 or whatever the fuck it was, or PG movie.
I'm going. Fuck it. I'll find out right now.
And then the guy who played Piccolo fucking killed it too, even though it was not the Piccolo we love. It was still he went over the top with it.
Damn. So, Rotten Tomato, they gave it a 15%. IMDb, they gave it like a 2 out of 10.
Well, I'm not surprised, but I love the guy who played Piccolo in that mainly because yeah, you could tell he just didn't know what to do, so he's just fucking doing a crazy over the top character.
Yeah, which
And then Yamcha was just there.
I don't like the Yacha character.
The actor looks good. You know, like there was a very good, like, interesting choice. Just write
he
it
couldn't act for
good
sick.
because it's supposed to be the badass Yamcha from fucking Dragon Ball.
It just like the actor, he just can't act. Like he was like the worst part of the movie to be
I
honest.
mean, that was more of like the writing, I think, for him.
Wow, like I haven't seen any movie he was in.
Because he's been in other stuff before. And then Bulma was weird.
Yeah, Bulma was weird. And if you hear noise, that's my laptop.
I could hear the typing. It's all right.
Okay.
But
yeah, I don't know.
The Bulma character was weird because like she's able to track the Dragon Balls or not track the Dragon Balls at the same time in some cases, and she's like this super crazy badass assassin thing, whatever the fuck.
Yep.
So like I don't know. That's a weird movie. We need to stop talking about Dragon Ball Evolution. Goddamn.
Yeah. No more.
No more for Dragon Ball Evolution.
Talk about something else.
I mean, we can go into that next fucking thing.
Might as well.
I mean, there's a lot of movie news I can go into, like fucking like an hour's worth of fucking movie news.
Fuck it. How about this? We're gonna talk about this part, and after that, we can talk about something happy to end the podcast.
We can try.
Okay. So, before I start talking about this, I just want to say this. I do not like people harassing this creator I'm going to talk about, which I'm going to say now, Suzy Liu. She's been getting like death threat, and I don't like that shit, which is not cool at all. So I don't condone that shit. It's just me talking about my own opinions about this shit. So I just had to get that out.
Yeah, you know, people blow things out of proportion. You know, this is news basically. And
yeah, pretty much. It's her being stupid, but anyway,
it's that, but it's also like this is important to like what we're into. So it's like,
and this girl definitely changed YouTube, just the way she's acting.
yeah, very much like changed not just YouTube, but also the way the companies approach their content onto YouTube.
Which, yeah. So basically, this chick, I used to watch her because she used to do gameplay, which, believe it or not, I found out like she used to steal like game trailers from GameSpot.com. I uploading it to her channel, and it's monetized. I didn't know that till a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's kind of shitty right there. And the other is, it was like, I think Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, they had like a story trailer, and she uploaded that on her channel too.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but anyway. But basically, she does anime reactions, which it's basically like watching a full episode, which that's a no. Like, that is not fair use right there. I don't care what the hell you say. That is not fair use.
No, especially since like you're not cutting anything really.
See, it's cutting, but it's like 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah, like I like some
Like,
of the anime reaction YouTubers do. They get the important moments.
Yeah, the important moments, that one, but
Or
nothing.
the
Oh,
moment
God.
that or like the moments that they react the most to.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they got that, but it's just not the whole goddamn episode. Especially Naruto. Like, that series is old.
And
But
like, it's not your content.
yeah, but she's been doing that for a while, and recently she can't handle criticism, so she decided to flag other people's channel that's talking about her. And that's
Shitty.
shady, and that's like a golden rule of YouTube. Like, you don't flag people content unless it's like showing your house address, doxing you. Just not like a personal opinion. That's kind of stupid, to be honest.
Well, I mean, YouTube's kind of gone to the dark side of the internet.
And talk about a perfect timing for her to do it. When she did it, YouTube announced like, "Hey, during the whole virus, we had to limit our staff." So, talk about perfect timing right there for her to do that.
Especially like for people who are just expressing something, they're not getting mad at her. They're just like, "Hey, you're doing something that's not." Like calling her on her shit, basically. Like, "Hey,
Yeah, pretty much.
you're just doing this all wrong, dude. She needs to be doing it this way so she can not take the whole the whole content and showing it to everybody else."
Yeah, like, just it's so stupid. Like, how she did it. Just like, that's like the wrong way to do it.
And YouTube's
And
like in a dark place too.
pretty much it. That's nothing. Like, she was getting copyright strikes from Japanese companies, and she was like saying like, "Oh, this is fair use. This is fair use," and her channel got taken down, but it just got back up for some reason, which I don't know why.
I mean, I'm sure she knows somebody YouTube, or she managed
That's,
to around it with her lawyer or whatever it could be.
oof. Get this. There's a YouTuber I watch. I don't know if you heard of him, the Quartering.
Yeah.
She have a lawyer phone number on her website, which I'm going to talk about later on. But he called that lawyer's number, and it turned out to be a PO box number, not a lawyer office. A PO box number.
I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, basically she's lying about the lawyer shit. She have no fucking lawyers.
I mean, YouTube.
Pretty much.
And like it's already bad because like there's content creators where like the corporations control YouTube basically, and they're able to flag your video, or there's nothing in it that they own or not. They just do it because they will your monetization, your money.
Oh yeah.
So like her doing that during this, it's like, oh fuck.
The thing I'm laughing my ass off about is she's not really that big. All she have is 300K subscribers.
It's just people want to play into the. She's trying to gain more subscribers by being more shitty, and the more shitty she gets, the more subscribers she might get. That's where she's coming from.
I guess it's working, but I don't know.
Like, that's where she thinks it'll work. But she realized she's in the anime community and not in the drama community.
And so fucking hilarious.
Because there's girls like that can get away with it and get more, like Trissa Paytas, who's a fucking bitch on YouTube. She's in the drama category. She develops drama, and that's how she gets views. She's in the anime category. Weebs do not want to hear about dumb bullshit.
Yeah, you're telling me. Which, that's not funny. Like, she had a Patreon account. I guess what she had for our Patreon accounts.
What?
If you pay money for it, you get unedited anime reaction.
See, there you go. You're selling other companies' work.
On Patreon, nonetheless, which I don't think that's legal on there.
While it's you reacting, there's like an extent to how much you react. You can only show so much. You can't put a whole movie and you're like watching it and you're like, oh, that was cool. Oh, that was cool. That's not commentary.
Yeah, it's fucking retarded. Like her, if you see her reaction, all she does like, oh my god, wow.
Yeah, like that's not reacting.
That's
you're not putting criticism into what you're watching. That's what a commentary is. Reacting.
Yeah, like
God, yeah. The reaction videos are okay. There's fair use under them. You just have to use it the right way. You have to cut. You can't show the full content, things like that, or you get a permission from X company. Whoever owns it will let you use it.
Which I would get to that part later. But she has a website where that's what she does on the website. It's not on Patreon no more, but on the website, on anime reaction.
Because she knows she can get away with it easier on her own website than she can on YouTube.
It's possible, but
although she could get a takedown.
She could take a takedown.
Like, she can get a takedown from a company.
It's funny, like she had her website blocked in Japan, but she reacts to dubs anime. Which that doesn't make any sense.
True, but I mean they own the animation.
Yeah, but Funimation and all that, they can still see it and just like, okay, yeah, we gotta talk to them about that.
That too. And Funimation has a lot of problems currently anyway.
Yeah, Funimation do,
but they have the lawyers and the backup to fucking
and
take her down pretty quickly.
They have Sony's lawyers.
They have Sony money coming behind them. They have, if they really needed to, which I don't think they do, they're good.
Yes. So talk about more about this. Recently, a voice actress who works for Funimation, she has her own YouTube channel. I forgot her name, but anyway, she made a video about this, and basically Susie was like saying like, "Oh, she's using my names for views and attacking my brand," which I think that's kind of bullshit right there because one, she's a voice actress. Why does she need views on videos? She make money.
Yeah,
it's fucking retarded right there. And after that, she got really mad about that, and she was on the live stream talking about like basically give us like info like how much voice actors and actresses make.
Which she's done, but I get it because it's like a defense thing, but you're not supposed to reveal how much you get paid.
Yeah, like.
But I get it. You know, you have to defend yourself there, and it's.
Yeah, so basically, just for what she says, like, can't hide it now because it's public now. But voice actors, they get $35 an hour. It seems a lot, but
there's some that get paid a lot depending on who you are. Mark Hamill, the guy Sean, all those people make
probably can. Yeah, but
the big actors and the big fucking anime.
Yeah, the big actors, but basically, they get $35 an hour, which does seem a lot, but basically you get 1 or 2 sessions, 1 or 2 hours a session. So
yeah, they don't get paid too much.
That's not a lot of money, and
a lot of them are staying busy.
And basically, like, let's say, like, if you're a lead actress, you get like $700 total, like from a 24 episode series.
Yeah.
And Susie is
Series,
getting.
it depends on who you are, but let's just say, yeah, you get that much.
And Susie, she make like $8,000 for her reaction for 1 month.
That's
So
more than they make for a lot of series.
Yeah, exactly. So it's basically she's taking money out of the voice actress pocket and stealing her revenue, which is, yeah, you definitely right your game out of that shit.
It like I wouldn't even be mad at her as a YouTuber if she did like the short, like condensed jump cut reactions where the main parts, or she just did reviews of the anime themselves.
And that's the thing about her. Like she did when she made her video, she wasn't attacking her. She was saying like, "Hey, this is how you can make reaction legal." That was basically all her video was about. And she took it as criticism, like, "No, fuck you, and all that crap."
And it's like there's a right way and the wrong way to do things. Like if you made $8,000 on just doing her fucking short reaction videos to the main parts of where you reacted the most, or just the reviews themselves, well, we're not monetized and we never probably will be monetized. Why we've got like 1,000 views on fucking like a Spider-Man trailer reactions. So,
That's
like you don't need, and the reaction was no video on the screen, just me watching it and then giving my review of the trailer at the end.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Like another good way to do is to watch along. Like it just says like, "Hey, I'm gonna watch this video, but I'm not gonna show it. But at this, we're gonna press start at the same time, and we're gonna watch it together."
Yeah,
Like,
or I just review it, like I just get my thoughts on it at the end.
oh yeah, for sure. That's another way to do it.
Because I think that's what I'm gonna do with, like, if I watch a movie or an anime, like what have you done in the past?
Yeah,
That way, because that's a way to like just help the industry, but also like, hey, you should watch this, but I'm not gonna show you the whole thing. You just
yeah,
go
that's a
yourself.
good way to do it.
And like, if you make $8,000 on that, and this YouTuber would have done that, or just small fucking jump cutted stuff, wouldn't be mad. I'd be proud. Like, damn, someone's making $8,000 on
On
stuff.
my material, and I didn't get a lot of money on that, so which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah,
So
like,
of course I'm getting it, man.
And anime is really popular now, but the anime actors, it's just there's so much demand. There's not.
Oh yeah, like sometimes with Funimation and the other anime companies, like they don't know how much money they're gonna make with a series, because basically what they do is someone from Japan is like, "Hey, I have this series. All you companies, you bid on which one you're gonna get, and they bid money on it." So basically,
Yeah.
they try to get their revenue back from all that.
And there's some of them you kind of know already that you're going to make money on, like My
And
Hero.
there's some that you don't know
like,
for sure.
Yeah, but like the big ones, are the ones you could already tell there's buzz about it. You know, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, stuff like that, Castlevania.
Pennsylvania, yeah.
There's some that you can kind of predict, and there's some you can't. Like,
yeah, so
based on the manga, you can kind of predict what's going to do fucking well. But there's some
the only
you
thing
just
I found
take a
funny
risk.
about all this is she's picking a fight with a voice actress that worked for Funimation.
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid right there. Why would you do that?
Especially since you're watching their shit.
And Funimation, they now know, like, hey, you're doing this with our content, so of course we're going to sue you.
And you're doing it to somebody that works. You're talking to somebody that works there. She can easily bring it up to higher people in the company.
Oh yeah, like during our live stream, she had the text for one of the directors that says, "Yeah, report this to the higher ups."
I mean, yeah, and like it's the community there, at least for the Funimation community of voice actors and the U.S. voice actors, is like it's pretty tight knit community. Like a lot of them know each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and the thing is with her,
So like
she live in Scotland, and she's thinking like, "Oh, they will get me because I'm over here. They're in the U.S." Which I don't think that matters because it doesn't matter where he lives. If you get you sued from copyrights.
yeah, And then there's like the other companies, like once Funimation's involved, Viz Media will be involved.
Viz Media,
Will be
Sentai
involved.
Films, like so many other anime companies.
You know, like because if you think only one company is aware of that, there's no way. So
Oh hell no! But since we're talking about this, her and her boyfriend, they both do the same thing, anime reaction and all that crap. They said like, oh, Funimation and Viz Media, they give us permission to react to these channels, to these videos. And we found out like, nah, they're full of shit.
yeah, there's no like proof. They don't have a written document. They don't have
Yeah,
they don't have a
especially with
screenshot.
Funimation, this is like, there's no way. There's no way. So we're gonna sue you.
Yeah,
It's just so. I just don't like that chick at all. She is just scummy as fuck, and I just don't like her. I really don't like her.
I'm pretty sure they're trying to get the attention of like the drama stuff on YouTube.
And she's doing a good job because she doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut.
And I
All that big.
don't think it's gonna go very far because once this like stuff disappears, unless she does something else controversial after it, she's just gonna disappear. She might stay around, hover around that 300,000 or so, maybe, for a time. But
Unless
we're gonna like her, so
someone from YouTube is like, yeah, we're going to have to force her to cancel your channel, take out your channel for good.
that too. And I'm sure if they take down her channel, she's either gonna try to go to Twitch. And Twitch doesn't like that shit.
Nah, hell no. Twitch was like live streaming videos and all that. That's no.
Or she's gonna try to like fucking Twitter, Facebook stuff, because you can stream everywhere now. So
Yeah, you can stream everywhere. But the thing is, if she does that, then what's the lesson you learn? Because you're getting sued, and YouTube took you off. So what make you think Twitch will be a good place for you to do that?
or any other place.
Yeah, exactly.
I think she just needs to like readjust what she wants to do with the channel because like I think she has the potential to probably be a good YouTuber.
What she needs to do is go back to her Let's Plays because that's what she used to do before the anime reaction.
I mean, even then, like let's say she didn't like the Let's Plays. It was too much work, whatever the fuck it might be. She could still do anime shit by just like doing it in a different way, doing top 10 videos of her favorite animes or her favorite moments in animes or her favorite characters, reviews of animes or small reaction videos of anime. Like in a 20-minute episode, do a 5-10 minute jump cut of her reaction.
Exactly.
Like there's a way for her to fix it. She doesn't have to get involved in a lot of the dumb shit she's doing. She just has to reevaluate like the way she makes the content.
And learn how to take criticism because
that too. Because like I could like be a good YouTuber if she wasn't a bitch.
she's a total bitch. I'm not.
And her boyfriend protecting her like for this.
I get this.
He should have called her out on it.
You're gonna laugh at this. Her boyfriend claims he's a lawyer.
I'd love to see his bar card.
He does. But I'm not finished yet. But later on, he says, "Oh, I went to law school, but I never finished it."
Yeah, he doesn't have a bar card.
Yeah, so he's making all this shit up. Like, that's just fucking retarded right there.
It takes you a long time to get through law school. And most people don't finish.
And if you went to law school and if you're a lawyer, you would know for damn well all this shit you're doing is not legal.
I mean, depending on where you specialized in law. Yeah, there's actually a cool YouTuber. He's a lawyer for like copyright and shit like that. If I find his channel, I'll link it in the comments of this video or in the description of this video.
Yeah,
he talks about shit like this, where it's like the free use is like there's actually a gray line in the free use, and like you might think you're in the free use or the this is like a reaction area because MXR plays. I don't know if you heard about that. They had a problem where they were reacting to just viral videos, and like they got sued or over just the regular viral videos that you know how companies buy these viral videos that people get hurt or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I remember those.
Like they're now compilations and stuff of them. Like people like there's all sorts of crazy shit. Like the guys with the fucking casket dancing, like stuff like that. They got in trouble for that, and there's a company trying to sue them. They haven't finished that whole thing, but he's like, you might think you're in the right because you're reacting to something, but you're not. You're actually, if these people own it, it's their content.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like
you're not changing the content by just like you're not changing the content by trying to make someone laugh.
No, she's not even entertaining, dude. She's not entertaining at all watching anime.
Yeah, so like that guy, that YouTuber puts a lot of perspective on like the reactions, the copyright, the free use stuff in actual law rules because that's what his job is. That's like the section of law he's in.
Oh yeah, like,
and he's defended and gone after people in that situation. So he's done both. Like he's gone both sides of it. And I don't think he's done a video on her yet. And I think he probably should. If he has or hasn't, I'm not sure.
To cover it because a lot of people are covering it. Like, I mean, a lot of people.
Yeah, so like I wonder if he got involved in it or not yet. Like giving his opinion on it. Because his opinion is a smart one. Because he says this is not legal advice. I'm not your lawyer. Consult your lawyer. But this is my opinion from being myself being a lawyer currently.
Oh yeah,
and so, like because he says never take my advice as being your lawyer because he doesn't know the situation. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know all the facts. He just knows what people have presented or what is shown.
Yeah, like, it doesn't matter what courtroom he is. It's going to change. Like
exactly, but like he's a good person to watch. So if I find his channel, I'm gonna link it because it's he kind of puts in perspective that whole thing that like this girl probably might think she's in the right,
but she's not,
and she's not. But they both think that they are because reactions have never been bad or the fuck on YouTube.
And think about this. Imagine what it would do to the reaction community if this lawsuit
it's gonna hurt him. It's gonna hurt him a lot. The only people that are gonna be fine are like the Fine Brothers.
Fine Brothers, because what they do is like
they pay for it.
They're kind of smart about it because it's just like getting like young kids' perspective of it.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're doing it smart, and plus it'll show the full episode. Goddamn.
Yeah, like Fine Brothers, they pay for a lot of the videos they use and things like that. They don't always, but the ones that they do, they usually do pay for being able to put those in their videos.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like they're doing it right.
And while I don't appreciate some of the other stuff the Fine Brothers did in the past, they've kind of made up for it and apologized, things like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. That's like I tell, like it's been a while.
Yeah, but like all the reaction stuff, like there's the right way and a wrong way to do it. They just don't. They think they're doing it the right way more than likely, but they're not.
Nope, and they're just too cocky to see. Like, okay, we're doing something wrong. That's basically what it is.
See, like if I was doing something wrong and someone came and told us that we were doing something wrong, I'd be like, okay, what is the right way to do it?
Exactly. That's a perfect way to do it, and
because people have knew that before. Like, hey, you should set your settings to this on your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, like we got advice, and we do take them.
And there's some where we think like there's some advice where it's like I don't think that's correct. I'm gonna research that. And there's just plain wrong advice, obviously, but
which we do get a lot of them.
But like, there's a point where there's someone who knows more than you, and you need to like be careful because you don't want to go into debt. You don't want to go to court. All that dumb shit. And I don't know why they're not trying to avoid court. They really seem like they want to go to court.
When that day comes, I'm going to be happy. That's all I'm going to say because all the shit they're doing, they kind of deserve it, to be honest.
The way they've enacted, the stuff you see, because you see more of it than I do.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, again, I used to watch her. Her Let's Play was kind of good. But she went to the reaction, and they're getting, like, more views, and of course they're going to start doing them now, even more now, and it just getting stupid.
She could have done both, and she, like, the reviews, And anime is just really popular again.
Yeah, she does Let's Plays. Don't get me wrong, she does them, but her main focus is the reactions,
I
which is
mean,
stupid.
you want to focus on the content that makes you the most money.
Yeah, it makes sense on that point, but when it comes to like stealing people content, no.
Yeah, like I said,
no.
what we've said a few times now, we're just retreading ground again and again. There's just like condensing it, changing it into a better format. When people said, "Hey, you're stealing, you're showing too much of a fucking show.
Exactly,
Change your format, do a review, do the condensed cut, jump cut version that a lot of YouTubers have done."
it's not. The only thing is, it's common sense. That's basically it. Common sense right there.
You should know. Don't show a whole movie on fucking YouTube.
Exactly, man. I've been around for
I
a while.
appreciate the channels that do that. Like sometimes when there's a movie you can't find, but you know it's on YouTube, I'll watch it. But it's a risk. It's not. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, but
it's pirating. Like, and the same thing goes with her situation where it's trying to consider it a reaction, but you're not really reacting that much. You're just watching it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's so stupid on that, but I just had to talk about this subject because the way she's been doing it just is stupid and it's also funny as fuck.
Yeah, it really is. It's face palming.
It's so face palmy.
It sucks because like anime is doing really good right now.
It's doing really good, and it's hard to say this. Like if this lawsuit goes in and it passes on, just imagine the anime content on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like you could talk about a series and the companies could just like copyright claim it.
Yeah, you could just be like talking about it, not even
no pictures, nothing.
But they're worried. They're like fucking gonna jump on it. That can definitely happen.
Yeah.
So like now the resurgence of the anime like community has helped a little bit with the whole thing of like, the shows that have come like that are rising up right now, like Fate Grand Order, My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia is the biggest one, to be honest.
Demon Slayer. Like those three are like some of the biggest like newer shows, and stuff like Overlord, Goblin Slayer, Fate Stay.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these shows are just fucking getting bigger for such shows that might not have ever made it out of Japan, but are now because the surge of fucking.
It's big. It's really big.
Like
people like ours are just not helping it out.
And there's stuff like Castlevania American anime, what I would call it, rising as well.
Oh yeah.
Like the anime is like fucking pulsing with fucking like. There's so many shows coming out like how not to pick. Or how is it right to pick up a girl in a dungeon? I think it's called, or something like that. Or is it wrong to pick up a girl in a dungeon?
I think that's what it's called. Like I heard of the series.
Yeah, there's like that show, and there's a couple other shows that are just fucking building up, and it's fucking nuts. Like shows I would have never thought I would watch, because they're ending up on fucking Netflix.
Hulu. I got the Funimation app, which that's a godsend for anime fans.
Like Netflix has like 7 Deadly Sins, and Hulu has fucking High School of the Undead on there for a while. There's like Netflix is like the big like campaign for fucking anime.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Up like lots of anime.
Yeah, but what do you think? Should we call it a night? Because we kind of talked for a while.
I mean, yeah, we did talk for a while. I mean, we can stop it there. It's probably a fairly long episode anyway.
Yeah, really long. Which,
fuck
it.
Yeah,
guys, that is it for this one.
That's it for this one, man. We're gonna have some content rolling through, hopefully again on YouTube, since it seems like all that shit that was gonna happen didn't really affect YouTube too much.
It really didn't. So
that's good. We're gonna have videos on here. There's stuff on Twitch.
Yep. I started to get back to the streaming because I've just been busy with work. That's basically it. Why I couldn't be streaming.
But like I'm gonna roll out some videos on here, I think, hopefully. And I think
yeah.
get some videos on here. Just about you should do some reviews or something. I'm gonna probably review Kingdom because I finished the season 1 and 2 of that. And
probably do that, and I'm gonna start recording some Let's Plays.
Get some stuff on the channel.
Yeah, we gotta start building it up again. It's been dead, but we're coming back.
Coming back slowly. The YouTube channel is kind of dead, but it's all right. We're coming there.
Yep.
Cast and all that other shit. But any last words before I do the outro for this?
No, that's about it.
Sweet, dude. Thanks anybody who's listened to this long episode of Bludcast. We're gonna have some more stuff rolling out anyway. But the video, thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs down. If you don't give a fuck,
flick us off in the comments down below.
In the comments down below. We're gonna have a bunch of nerdy shit coming.
Sure, yeah, for sure.
Peace out, boys.
All right, peace. All right.